In this video, what once seemed unrealistic slowly turns into a real achievement. Working with a very limited budget, this man begins building his own home entirely through manual effort, without relying on expensive machinery or professional construction teams. From digging the first foundation trenches to raising the final walls, every stage reflects persistence, creativity, and determination. Using simple materials and practical methods, the project gradually evolves into a surprisingly impressive home. The journey starts on an abandoned piece of land covered with weeds and uneven soil. The man clears the area, marks out the foundation layout, and carefully prepares the first structural sections of the build. Wooden formwork is installed to shape the base, while reinforcing steel is placed to strengthen the future structure. Even though the site still appears rough and unfinished, the organized groundwork already reveals that this project is intended to become a durable house rather than a temporary shelter. As construction progresses, the true outline of the building begins to appear. After completing the lower structure, he starts stacking lightweight concrete blocks one by one to form the main walls. Dust, scattered materials, and unfinished sections still dominate the site, yet the rising wall lines and increasing speed of the work clearly show the transition from a simple project into a genuine living space. At this point, the house has fully risen above the foundation level, and its design becomes much easier to recognize. Work continues on the upper wall sections as the support system is strengthened and the roof line is prepared. Window spaces, room divisions, and the overall layout are now clearly visible. The once empty land is rapidly transforming into a complete home, with every detail reflecting the effort invested in the build. One of the most important phases now begins: the installation of the roof structure. Large wooden beams are carefully lifted and positioned to form the main roof framework. Piece by piece, a strong support grid is assembled above the house. While the inside already starts feeling like a real home, the addition of the roof dramatically changes the overall appearance. The precision used in placing every beam highlights how much planning and manual labor this low-cost project truly requires. The house now begins to stand out visually from the outside. Roofing materials are installed while exterior brickwork gives the structure a cleaner and more professional appearance. Final roof sections are secured carefully, protecting the home from weather conditions and completing the upper structure. The transformation from an overgrown empty lot into a modern-looking house becomes impossible to ignore. By the end of this stage, there is almost no trace of the original neglected land. The dark roof, large windows, and finished exterior create the appearance of a fully modern home. What makes the result even more impressive is that it was achieved without massive budgets or large construction crews. From the very first excavation work to the smallest roof detail, the entire process proves how effective careful planning and persistence can be even under limited financial conditions. A second project begins with one of the toughest tasks right away. Standing inside deep foundation trenches, the builder starts placing concrete blocks row by row to create the first structural walls. Despite the muddy environment, limited working space, and heavy materials, each block is carefully aligned to ensure stability. At this stage, the gray foundation walls may seem simple, but they represent the beginning of an entirely new house. Construction now enters a more precise and technical phase. The builder carefully follows guidelines while positioning bricks one at a time, making small adjustments to maintain perfectly straight walls. Looking closely, the quality of the mortar work and the detailed craftsmanship make it obvious that the structure is being assembled entirely by hand. Though these steps may appear minor, they play a crucial role in ensuring the long-term strength of the building. In the final stage, the muddy trenches and rough beginnings are replaced by a completed modern structure. A large garage entrance, clean exterior lines, and a fully finished concrete system give the house a polished appearance. What once consisted of only blocks, tools, and wet mortar has gradually turned into a solid and organized home. The full process demonstrates that even projects built on modest budgets can achieve highly professional results through patience and consistent effort.